Oh, hey there. You're about to watch me reconfigure my camera bags for an ultralight travel podcast, everything set up right now. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a mess in front of me, and that is because while I was packing for some upcoming travel where I'm going to be doing the podcast but needed to be ultra light, I realized that going from the 24 to 70 to the 24 to 50 completely changes how I think about packing camera bags, and wanted to do a breakdown of seeing what packing will be like if I switch to these lenses from these lenses. So we're going to do a little bit of fun. I'm going to do a travel podcast setup that's like ultralight, and then I'm going to do kind of like a twofold photo and video, and then I'm going to do a video focused one as well. Just because I wanted to see what the different ways I could pack out with both, and then see just how different it is. So perfect example is here is my core unit. This is a medium core from Shimoda that I've been using for probably the last 5 years in a bunch of their different bags. And as you can see, I'm going to take this out because this doesn't normally go in there. Pretty simple, straightforward setup. Camera body 100 to 400, camera body 24 to 105, and then 3 other lenses, usually 16 to 35, 24 to 70, and the 20 prime. So let's see what just throwing these items into this that I would normally have looks like. So we are going to actually do it with the 24 to 50, or sorry, this is the 16 to 25 on the A7 IV, and that's going to go in the same home as normal. Then we're going to put the 24 to 50 in over here, and then 24 to 105 goes over here, and then we got to grab the big boy, the 100 to 400, and that's going to go onto my A7R4, or A7R3, sorry. She's an oldie, I know. It's funny how 5-year-old tech is. Actually, no. It was announced in 2017, so 7-year-old tech. And then the 20 prime. So this is pretty similar. As you can see, I got a lot of space here that I wouldn't normally have. And these are also smaller and would not. One of the things that I hate is if I have my lens in the bag like this and it doesn't even fit in that pocket, this sometimes gets knocked off closing my camera bag, where the 24 to 50 is a little bit more under the edge, so I don't have to worry about that. Again, going to what I talked about in the unboxing about the size and weight, big difference. And so this shortens up what I do over here. And also, if I decided to switch to the A7CR or something, that would actually flatten this out a lot. So this would make this even easier. Interesting. I will say that my likely usual pack out will stay similar to this, just because I do like working in this way. But we're gonna have some fun, and this is a second medium mirrorless cube that I got because of a warranty situation, and I wanted to pack out. So basically, my original plan was this is going to be my mini podcast setup. This is going to be my main photo cube, so that way I don't have to rearrange the inside game all the time. These can just live, and I just sub out which core unit I go. And so basically the plan was that I'm actually going to go 20 prime Sony FX3, and that slides perfectly in there. And then I've got my 2 Rode pod mics. I've got my Core SWX snap edge batteries, memory cards, PB power for that, and then I've got the top handle that I can also just throw XLR cables in the bag, and then I've also got the ECM B1M shotgun mic from Sony that allows me to pretty much record a podcast and any B-roll associated, and then I can carry my Breakthrough Photo magnetic filters as well, and that can literally just like slide in right there. Boop. There we go. Boom. So like, I can still have everything nice and tidy in here, which is kind of insane. So I have my complete podcast and I have my complete photo setup. Boom, boom, boom. But if I wanted to do something a little more interesting where, like, let's say I was needing to do a super ultra lightweight, oh, and also speaking of like thinking about how this compact this is, the 24-70 fits the same space as the FX3 and 20 Prime, but also fits the same space as the FX3 and the 24-50 because it's basically the same size as my 20 Prime. So I could have a zoom lens in this space, which is kind of insane. But anyways, as I was saying, is like, I had the thought of like, what happens if I get a phone call of like, I need to do a really quick, ultra lightweight mission that needs both photo and video, and I needed to be able to do this wherever, whenever. So, boom, take out the podcast mics. May they RIP for this situation. Then we're going to move this. These are my core batteries. They're going to go to a different pocket. That cable for them is going to go right in with it. Boom. And then we're going to grab the 24-105. So right now in here we have the 24-50 2.8, 24-105 f4, top handle for the FX3, ECM B1M microphone, core snap power edge batteries. Now I can take the 16-25 with my A7 IV or any one of the mirrorless cameras, and that actually slides in right there. So now we have photo and wide angle, video and standard range, and then some slight zoom, obviously not crazy, but like I could also go into APS-C mode and get up to about a 150 millimeter range. Yes, I'm losing a little bit because it's APS-C mode, but I can do what I need to do. And that is still maintaining in this cube. I would have to find somewhere else in my bag for the filters to go, but let's take this one step further. Shotgun mic for the FX that I usually use on my FX6. Well, we can slide that right in, tuck that in on top of the top handle, and grab my custom quick release shotgun mic, and then that can sit right there. Now I've got onboard shotgun for the FX3. I've got onboard shotgun for the A7 IV if I need to shoot video with two cameras, film video with two cameras. And I've got the focal range from 16 to essentially 150, all in a medium cube from Shimoda Design, which, let's get out the handy tape measure, is 11 by 11.5 by 7. And I can shoot 4K 120, 24 and 30 and 64K. Yeah, I don't have a record time limit on the FX3. I have the power-based batteries that give me extended battery life. And all of that is in an 11 by 11.5 cube. That's kind of insane. That's all I got on this one. If you guys have any questions about changing out, pack out for ultralight carry, things like that, leave a comment down below. If you guys have other questions, reach out to me over on Instagram at Simon Eisenbach. Have a great week. See you guys next time.